I'm Chantel Williams. I'm the English language instructor here at Mandan Middle School. Dealing with the pandemic in the school year was definitely difficult, and we had to make a lot of changes to really keep up with having our students learn what they needed to learn. It was very different trying to learn how to do hybrid teaching, especially with students whose first language is not English, trying to set up online classes for kids that don't understand the language, so they can't really read it. And if you try to make videos for them, they might not understand what you're saying to hear it anyways. So it was definitely a struggle trying to find a way to get those online students to really engage and learn. But it was definitely a learning curve for the entire year was just chaos for everybody. I can't really say how many staff members got the virus, but there were definitely a lot of people that ended up having to quarantine, some of them multiple times, which meant the school was really struggling to find people to fill those substitute positions, but also try to keep the substitutes and the students safe. So I did end up getting COVID, don't quite exactly know where, and I stayed home for 3 weeks being sick on my own, and I did still teach from home. I was able to do some video meets with my students, and then I had a para that was in the classroom helping to implement those instructions. I did end up ultimately being gone for 5 weeks total because as soon as I was better, my husband got sick. I do think vaccination is important to just the general public. We do have quite a few students that are immunocompromised, and those students weren't able to leave their homes at all last year. And I personally had students whose parents were immunocompromised, and it was really hard on those kids to not be able to leave their homes. They really struggled with having no social interaction. We did see students really delve into almost depressions because they were so isolated. And there's only so much you can do with online interaction. We did have kids where they would come back after being virtual for a semester. The first couple of weeks, they would just be almost scared to interact with people. And then they would eventually settle into a routine, and we could see these kids go from being terrified to even speak and talk to anybody or be close to anybody to having friends, and they were hanging out outside of school. They were joining sports teams, which was really nice to see. Vaccination is a great way for students that are able to receive the vaccine to protect those that they care about, including their friends and family members, and resume their normal activities.